Hello, my name is Rosanamod, and welcome to the rosanamod podcast. Want to modify your life? That is corny, but I'm going to keep it in there. This variety show brainstorms solutions for everyday challenges, unlocks your secret potential, think outside the box with creative ideas that improve your business and your life. Get inspired with special guests, get motivated with how-to projects for the whole family, and learn that life is too short for anything less than being happy. Laugh with me or at me, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to laugh. Welcome to the rosanamod Variety Pod. This is your vessel and host, Rosanamod, aka Rosanamod. We are at episode 102, 102. Today is Friday Foods, and I have a special foods for you. I have soups. Soups that you can make from very easy and simple ingredients that I use and I have tried. As you know, I am very experimental in the kitchen and in other places, but we're just talking about the kitchen right now. Listen, I can't help it. This is really how I am normally. Sometimes I come off as very businesslike, and that's okay because I'm multifaceted like every other human being is. I mean, we all just are not business all the time. That's why we can't wait until Friday. We run out the door and we're totally different people after work, right? Okay, that's okay. This is how I am all the time. All right, so here we go. Friday foods. These are soups that I've actually made and that I've discovered because I love soup. I constantly try to eat right. So I don't really cheat with fast foods. It's very rare you'll see me in a fast food restaurant unless I'm traveling and I ran out of food that I brought for myself. When I do road trips with Coco, I always bring food so that I don't have to stop in fast food places, okay? Always. That's another conversation. When it comes to soup, I always have main ingredients in my fridge, okay? Those main ingredients are lemon, ginger root, or they sell ginger powder, which is supposed to be more potent, so they say, than the natural root, but I like the root, and then I scrape it, to get all of it out, and I don't, I keep the skin on there. So I scrape it with the skin and everything, and that's what I put into my food. Not all my food, but like my salads, I like it in my soup. I like that tangy, lemony flavor, that zesty flavor. So I always have lemon and ginger root and garlic. Those are the three basic major ingredients that I will never be without in my kitchen, no matter what. So the first one is avocado soup. It sounds crazy. Let me tell you what happened. Okay, my mother gave me these avocados. They were huge. I don't really like avocado that much because it turns brown really fast. And I know when it turns brown, it's no good. So you got to eat it like when it's green. You can scrape around the brown and keep the green. I'm assuming that's okay because that's what I did. But if you ever cut into it and it's all brown, just toss it. It's no good. Now, I keep the seeds. Don't ask me why. I'm fascinated with the avocado seed. Being an artist, this looks like something I can make something out of. So I'm going to actually try and carve it. Okay, this is going to be the next thing on your DIY. So what I did was I had chicken, and I usually buy chicken breast. I don't usually buy the whole chicken. It's just messy for me. I don't like the thighs. I don't like messing with that. I just buy chicken breast. What I do, I put it into a pot full of hot water. I put onions in there. I put carrots. I put spinach. I put celery. Sometimes sweet potatoes, not usually. And lemon, the ginger. And like I said, I scrape it. The little scraper thingy. What do you call the scraper thingy? Oh my God, I have to look this up. Hold on. Okay, so I just looked it up, and it's a grater, not a scraper. Do you see what I mean? This is where my English gets messed up. I think scraping. So scraping, it's a scraper. Do you see what I mean? That's where I get messed up. Okay, I'm trying to get this together. All right, so anyway, it's a grater. At least you knew what I was talking about. So you grate the root, the ginger root, with the skin and everything. Always wash it first, though. And when I say wash it, I use the abrasive part of the sponge, and I put it under some cold water, and I rub the crap out of it until I feel that it's clean. Why cold water? Because hot water produces bacteria. So when you clean, you should be cleaning with cold water. just so you know. So I have the water in there with the celery, with the carrots, with the onion. When I say onion, I usually just cut the onion in half. I don't cut it up into little pieces. I put it in there just for the flavor, have the garlic, carrot. That's all I'll put in there. And then the avocado. I did it by accident, is actually what happened. I had some on a spoon when I was putting it into my salad. And I used the same spoon to taste my soup that was already served in my bowl. And I tasted a little bit of the avocado in there. And this doesn't taste bad. I wonder what would happen if I put more avocado into the soup. It wasn't so thick, but you can definitely taste that avocado in there. And let me tell you, it was delicious. So that's my number one avocado soup. Okay, if you add more, you probably can. If you want to add chicken broth to it, you might kill the flavor of the avocado. I do not add bouillon cubes because they are so full of MSG and crap. Those little bouillon cubes are terrible. If you really look at the ingredients on those things, that's not healthy. The less processed food that you eat, the better off you're going to be. Any doctor will tell you that. The more natural ingredients you put in, the better. Number 2 is yogurt soup. What? Yogurt soup? What? Okay. I always put yogurt in my soup. Doesn't everybody? No. Okay, this is a Middle Eastern thing, a Mediterranean thing. I've got friends in Turkey who do it, and they've told me about it, and that's actually how I learned to do it. You put yogurt in your soup. They put 1 tablespoon in the soup and kind of mix it in there, but I've incorporated more yogurt into the soup. So it's the same soup as the avocado soup. You've got the chicken broth, which is from the chicken breast. It doesn't have a lot of broth in it because the broth from the chicken really comes from the fat of the chicken and the skin of the chicken and all that. But if you just have breasts, you're not going to have a lot of chicken flavor in there. But it'll be healthy anyway, and it'll be enough anyway. Now you could leave chicken in there. I forgot to mention, you can shred a little bit of chicken in there, and use it in your soup. But sometimes I don't have the chicken in there. Sometimes I just have the broth, the vegetables, and like the avocado part, I didn't really put a lot of chicken in there. It's exactly the same as the avocado, except you just add yogurt. How much yogurt do you add? It depends on your taste. Have a bowl of soup, the soup that I just told you about. Put 1 tablespoon of yogurt, mix it together, and taste it and see what you think. Of course, don't get vanilla flavored yogurt. This is for plain yogurt, Greek yogurt. The thick Greek yogurt could be low fat, could be fat. I like the fat Greek yogurt because it tastes better. Number 3 is the chicken, ginger, carrots, spinach, all that stuff, but I add orange juice. Yes, I do. You're crazy. Why would you add orange juice? Let me tell you how this happened. I was making pork chops, and I always put orange juice in my pork chops. I know that sounds nuts. That's another recipe that I'm actually giving you a bonus on. I got the idea from watching people making ham with pineapples. And I thought, well, if they do it with ham, why can't they do it with pork chops, right? Isn't it the same animal? Okay. The sweet flavor mixed with the pork chop just is a perfect blend. I've made pork chops with apples, which I think I've already mentioned, with cinnamon. So anything sweet with pork is good. Why not orange juice? I love orange juice. I always have orange juice handy. So you can use this or you can use mango. Now I had orange juice mango flavor mixed together, and I used that once, and that's also good. But this time I didn't have that. I just had the orange juice. So what I did was I made the regular soup, ginger, carrots, spinach. I added spinach in this one, 1 onion, garlic, salt to taste is up to you. Lemon is up to you. I honestly will not push the lemon because I know a lot of people don't like it, and I don't ever put salt in any of my food. Period. I don't use salt. I stopped a long time ago. I knew it wasn't good for me. Salt will hold your fat. It'll be harder for you to lose the fat. It's also not good if you have high blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure, but I just feel I don't need the salt because it takes away from the natural flavors of the food anyway. So if I use any kind of seasonings, it's always garlic, maybe black pepper. If you don't believe me, try it. One time, just try it. Try a nice juicy steak, add a little bit of garlic, but I mean real garlic, not powdered garlic, okay? And black pepper. And that's it. You're going to thank me. I'm telling you. And if you do it medium rare, even better. On the last soup, you just have the regular, same as the avocado and the yogurt, exactly the same. I'll put it in the show notes so that you'll know exactly what you need. You got the ginger, the carrots, the spinach, the lemon, the garlic, the chicken, I guess 3 breasts of chicken into the soup, and that should feed a bunch of people. You just cut it up into little pieces, or you can shred it. I like it shredded, so it's all like a little stringy in there. I like that. And the longer you cook it, the softer it gets and the easier it is for you to shred. And then just add about 2 cups of orange juice into this soup. If you're not sure how much to add, do it by serving. Put I would say maybe 1/4 cup of orange juice into the soup. Sounds crazy. I'm telling you, it is delicious. You got that sweet orange flavor in there. Why not? You put oranges in your salads, don't you? Oh, you don't? Okay, well, that's another thing we're going to talk about one day. I'm going to have the salads, great salad menus for you. So that's all I have. You've got my 3 favorite soups in the world. Those are the best ones. Celery, like I said, is optional. I'm going to use that as an option because I don't normally use celery all the time in my food, but I know that it does give it a nice flavor. A lot of people don't like the fact that it's got fibers in it, and that's actually the best part for you. Okay, and you know what else is good for you? Listening to me every day, okay? Just joking. Anyway, no, actually, I'm serious. Okay, well, on that note, if you want to be a podcaster and you feel that this is something you'd like to do, please feel free to click the links below. There is a Buzzsprout link. There's also a Support Me link, and that's where you get to support the show so I can bring you more content and find some really cool interviews. If you want to contact me and let me know that you tried any of these recipes at all and you found that maybe you could change it somehow, or if you have any contributions of ideas that you want to share, I will be more than happy to reply to you. Contact me at Instagram, rosanamod. Follow me there. Also, you can contact me any other way you want. Facebook, I'm there. So on that note, again, because I never know how to say goodbye to you guys, is thank you for listening. God bless you. And what do we say?